James Garner was never a man who chased headlines. His power lived in restraint, warmth, and an honesty that didn't need volume. For decades, audiences trusted him because he felt real, approachable, human. Now, looking back over a life marked by hardship, triumph, loyalty, and loss, Garner's story comes into focus with new clarity. This is not the tale of a flawless Hollywood icon, but of a man shaped by pain, service, principle, and deep respect for others who shared the journey. Late in life, he finally chose to speak openly about one such figure, Jack Elam, not to reveal scandal, but to offer something rarer in Hollywood: sincere appreciation. That moment of reflection became a window into Garner's values and the way he viewed his craft, his friendships, and his legacy. Through his words, we see a man who believed character mattered more than celebrity, kindness more than competition, and truth more than noise. Childhood marked by loss and survival. James Garner's early years were defined by instability and emotional hardship. Losing his mother at just 5 years old left a wound that never fully healed. Her absence shaped his emotional reserve and taught him self-reliance far earlier than most children experience. His relationship with his stepmother was difficult and, by his own account, abusive, creating an environment where warmth and safety were scarce. Growing up during the Great Depression only deepened the sense that nothing came easily. These experiences forged Garner's quiet strength and empathy. He learned to observe people closely, to read moods, and to navigate tension without confrontation. Dropping out of high school was not rebellion, but survival. He took whatever work he could find, drifting without a clear sense of direction, but carrying an inner toughness that would later serve him well. This early pain did not harden him. Instead, it made him gentle, someone who understood suffering without needing to dramatize it. War, wounds, and an accidental actor before Hollywood ever called, Garner served his country. His time in the Merchant Marines and later in the U.S. Army during the Korean War profoundly shaped his character. Being wounded twice and earning 2 Purple Hearts instilled in him humility and perspective. Fame would never impress him the way survival did. When he returned home, uncertain and searching, acting was not a dream, but a suggestion. Encouraged by a friend, he stepped into auditions almost by chance. Yet his natural presence, athletic build, and calm confidence set him apart. Garner didn't act like he was performing. He behaved like he was living. Studios noticed. His entry into acting lacked pretension, which became one of his greatest strengths. He approached roles the way he approached life, with honesty and effort, not ego. Maverick and the redefinition of the hero. When James Garner became Brett Maverick, television changed. At a time when Western heroes were stoic and grim, Garner introduced charm, humor, and vulnerability. Brett Maverick wasn't fearless. He was clever. He didn't rush into danger. He negotiated with it. Audiences immediately connected with this version of masculinity. Garner made heroism feel accessible. His timing, wit, and relaxed confidence felt modern and refreshing. Maverick wasn't just a hit show. It was a cultural shift. Garner proved that strength could coexist with kindness and intelligence. This role established the blueprint for the characters he would play for the rest of his career. Men who relied on heart and wit rather than brute force. A film career built on integrity. Unlike many television stars of his era, Garner transitioned seamlessly into film. His performances in The Great Escape and the Americanization of Emily revealed a remarkable range. He could balance humor with gravity, satire with sincerity. In Murphy's Romance, he delivered one of his most tender performances, earning an Academy Award nomination not through spectacle, but subtlety. Garner never chased prestige roles or awards. He chose projects that felt right. Directors and co-stars respected him for his professionalism and generosity. He elevated scenes without dominating them. a rare skill. His career was not about reinvention, but consistency. Audiences trusted him because he never pretended to be something he wasn't. Jim Rockford and the working man's hero. The Rockford Files allowed Garner to perfect his screen identity. Jim Rockford was flawed, tired, funny, and deeply moral. He lived modestly, avoided violence when possible, and often lost money doing the right thing. This character resonated because he felt like a real person navigating an unfair world. Garner brought authenticity to every moment, often performing his own stunts, which took a brutal toll on his body. Knee injuries accumulated, surgeries followed, but he kept going. His commitment was total. The role earned him an Emmy and cemented his status as one of television's most influential actors. Rockford wasn't glamorous, but he was decent. That mattered. James Garner's integrity extended far beyond the screen. He was never content to remain silent when he witnessed injustice, whether in society or within Hollywood itself. He marched for civil rights at a time when doing so could damage a career, showing a commitment to fairness that ran deeper than personal gain. His famous lawsuit against Warner Brothers over a broken contract was another example of principle over convenience. It was risky, but Garner pursued it because it was right, not for attention or power. He didn't view himself as an activist. He simply refused to compromise his values. In an industry dominated by hierarchy and intimidation, Garner's quiet courage set him apart, earning him genuine respect from colleagues, peers, and fans alike, and reinforcing the idea that moral conviction often speaks louder than any performance. Love, family, and loyalty. James Garner's personal life was a testament to devotion and enduring love. Meeting Lois Clark in 1956, they married within 2 weeks, defying convention. Yet their union lasted nearly 6 decades. Together, they weathered the pressures of Hollywood, separations, and personal differences, always returning to the foundation of mutual respect. Garner embraced Lois's daughter Kim as his own, offering stability, warmth, and guidance, and later became a proud and present father to their daughter, Greta. At home, he was less the celebrated star and more the loving husband and father, embodying patience, loyalty, and attentiveness. His family life reflected the same principles he brought to acting: honesty, reliability, and empathy. For Garner, success was never just about fame. It was about the love and trust cultivated within the home, the relationships that mattered most. Jack Elam and the weight of unspoken respect. For decades, James Garner remained mostly silent about Jack Elam, leaving fans curious about their relationship. When he finally spoke, it was clear that his silence had a purpose: respect. Garner admired Elam's brilliance, wit, and generosity, qualities that went beyond his unforgettable screen presence. Elam had a way of commanding attention with the smallest gesture, yet he was humble off-screen, mentoring younger actors without seeking recognition. Garner cherished this professionalism and subtle mastery, and their relationship, though not social, was deeply collegial and grounded in mutual admiration. Any rumors of tension were dismissed as Hollywood nonsense. By finally sharing these reflections, Garner honored Elam's legacy, offering gratitude rather than gossip, showing that true admiration often transcends public acknowledgement and exists quietly in the moments that matter most. Health, pain, and endurance. James Garner's physical sacrifices were staggering, a testament to his commitment to authenticity. Years of performing stunts on the Rockford Files left him with chronic knee problems, requiring multiple surgeries. Later, heart disease, quintuple bypass surgery, a stroke, and decades-long smoking compounded his health challenges. Despite this, Garner endured without dramatizing his suffering, maintaining the same stoic resolve he displayed in his roles. Quitting smoking at 77 revealed an extraordinary inner discipline. proving that perseverance was not limited to the screen. Even as his mobility declined, he retreated gracefully from public life, prioritizing recovery and family. His courage was quiet but profound, showing that resilience is not always flashy. It is often the calm determination to carry on with dignity, despite the weight of years and pain. A graceful farewell. James Garner passed away in 2014, leaving behind a legacy defined not by spectacle, but by integrity, authenticity, and compassion. He did not seek to dominate conversations or claim the spotlight beyond his work. Garner's decision to finally speak about Jack Elam reflected his enduring values: respect, gratitude, and truth. Throughout his life, he demonstrated that the measure of a person lies not in fame or accolades, but in the kindness and decency shown to others. Whether mentoring colleagues, advocating for fairness, or cherishing his family, Garner's life embodied quiet heroism. Even in death, he leaves a model for how to navigate life with humility and dignity. He is remembered not only as a legendary actor, but as a man whose character and principles left a lasting, positive mark on everyone who knew him.